Let's get out last night's assignment, take a look at it. I will collect that assignment tomorrow with what I'll assign you, but I want to go over any questions you might have on the assignment, okay? So again, so what page did we do last night? 3738, thank you. So, few things. As far as the Schoology thing goes, where we're just kind of, so you're seeing pre-tests. Guys, girls, start talking. You're seeing pre-tests on there. You're seeing, then on the after fact, you're just showing a post-test. So by you doing that for us, again, I will at the end of the semester, not the end of the quarter, end of the semester in December, I will drop your lowest quiz score. It doesn't matter which one it was. I'll just go through. You'll still see the score of it, but it'll have an E next to it, meaning it's not part of your calculated grade. So it kind of gives you that freedom of, you might have goofed up on a quiz at some point, okay? So that's all that's for. So today's assignment was page 3738, in which I will collect tomorrow. But I want to answer any questions. I haven't gotten there yet, have I? Go ahead.
Number 18.
18. Number 18. Oh, that's a good question. Now, you will not see this on a quiz tomorrow, but let's go over it just so we have the practice to go through it. Yeah, there will be a quiz tomorrow. Okay, it says the area of a rectangle shown is at most 140 square centimeters. So this is problem number 18. So you have a rectangle, and the area, the most the area could be is 140 square centimeters. Okay, so length times width would get us that. Write and solve an inequality to find the possible values of x. Okay, the area of the rectangle shown. So you see the rectangle shown down there? They show us that this is 10 centimeters. And this is 3x plus 2 centimeters. Okay, so we have a maximum that this is going to be. So how would you find the area of a rectangle? What's the equation that? Length times width, right? So we have area is equal to length times width. So what we're going to do is, it could be at most 140 centimeters, so we have to be at most. So it's got to be less than that. And then my length times my width is that. So that's the inequality that would go with that problem. Okay? And then based on the answer in part A, is it possible for the rectangle to have a length of 15 centimeters? So what up there right now is our constant? That's never going to change as far as one of our dimensions. No, it can be up to that as far as square centimeters. So that's not a constant. It can be up to that though. What's my constant? It's one of my dimensions, one of my length or width. What's not going to change? Yeah. Yeah, this 10 right here. This side is always going to be a length of 10. This side right here we don't know. So they tell us, hey, could we have this being 15 centimeters? Okay? So what's the maximum area it can have? Up to what? 140. If I made this 15, length times width would give me 15 times 10, which is 150. So could I have that side be a 15? No, not according to the constraints of the problem. Okay? Because 15 times 10 is 150. So if you had a rectangle that was 15 by 10, it would have a square area of 150 square units. This problem says our area could be no bigger than 140. Is that right? What other questions might you have come across on the assignment last night? Go ahead. 7? Okay. On this problem, I think a good way to start it is to flip-flop it. Now, if I flip-flop it, the sign's going to flip over as well. So whatever's over here on the right side is going to come over to the left side. Whatever on the left side is going to come over to the right side, and the sign will have to flip. Does that make sense? So we're not flipping the sign because we're multiplying or dividing by a negative. We are just rewriting it in a different order. Is that okay so far? So nothing about this problem has changed. We just rewrote it. The inequality sign flipped to get that. So then we're going to go add 3. Is that all right so far? And then I'm going to divide each side by -2. So what's going to happen? The sign is going to flip over because I divided by a negative, and I forget what this is. Solve the inequality, and then they wanted us just to graph the solution. So that means you're putting it on a number line. So you got -4 here, you got 0 here. Open dot or closed dot at -4. Open dot. Am I going to the left or to the right? I'm going towards, what value am I going towards? Negative infinity. Okay, and I'm just writing the negative infinity in there. You don't have to write it. Just so we know, if they did, now I didn't ask, but just for practice, if they asked us to put this in interval notation, if I read it from left to right, how do I write interval notation? Oh, I heard it, negative infinity to what?
4.
To -4, square or rounded bracket? Round. Why is that? There's not an equal to sign. Yeah.
I have a question. So if you flip the equation and there's a negative on the other side, wouldn't it become positive?
You're talking this step from here to here.
Yeah.
Everything stays the exact same other than the sign flipping over.
Oh.
You're just changing the order of it. Other questions from the homework? Go ahead. 11. All right, let's see. If I subtract 5k from both sides, I get -7 is greater than or equal to 8. Is that true or false?
False.
Yeah, -7 is not bigger than -8, so this has no solution. Okay, now if it would have said -7 is less than -8, that's true, which puts it into an infinite solution. Okay, go ahead.
Number
7.
if you didn't flip the equation, you got like the same answer.
You're totally fine. It's up to you. I just like the flip because it's kind of sometimes when you get like a 3 is greater than x, it needs to be manipulated in your mind sometimes. Go ahead.
So is it better to do the numbers without the variables or the variables? Subtract the variables.
Oh, I could have added 7 to both sides, and I would have came up with 0 is greater than 15. So it's still not true, right? Yeah.
Number
17. I'm going to change p to x just so it doesn't look like a back 9. Is that all right? So I changed the p's to x's. Is that okay?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to distribute over here and here and here and here. So that's 9x plus 18. That's still going to be less than or equal to 9x minus 15. Agree? Subtract 9x from both sides. Those cancel. 18 is less than or equal to -15. Is 18 less than or equal to -15?
No.
It would still give you, if you subtract 18, you get, it'd be -33. And so you get 0 is less than -33, which is not very good. Any other questions from the homework? Yeah,
Number 16.
16. Okay, distribute over the parentheses. So I'm going to get 8x minus 24 is greater than 8x minus 24. If I subtract 8x from both sides, is -24 greater than -24? It's the same thing. Now, this right now will have a no solution, but I want to show you something real quick. What would the solution be if it was this? Why? Yeah, because the -24 is greater than or equal to This case, it was just negative 24 is greater than negative 24. That didn't work, so that's why it's no solution. But if you have the equal sign, then you're going to throw in there the infinite solutions. Yeah.
I was just gonna ask if that's equal, it would be no solution.
No solution. Yep. Any other questions from the homework? Going once? Going twice? All right. It is 9:48 or 8:48? 9:48? All right. So, a few things. Tomorrow's Friday. Yay! Right?
Yeah.
Good, good, good. So we will have a quiz on these inequalities tomorrow, okay? Also tomorrow, this is what I would like from all of you. So what you will submit tomorrow, as far as homework goes, I'm going to collect page 37 and 38, which I gave you last night, yes?
Yes.
And then you have page 39, that's also to be done. Now, guys and girls, my goal for you is I want you to walk out of here with all of that complete, okay? Which means you have the time to try and get it complete. It's not the time to say, oh, I'm just going to do other stuff because he's giving us free time. No, I want you to get it complete because I want you to be able to study for what the quiz will be. What will be on the quiz tomorrow? Pretty much anything up through page 39 of our notes. So, or of our homework. Okay? Yeah.
Will we see number 18 on the quiz as
No, you will not.
well? Okay.
Number 18 is one you won't see. You probably won't see like number 13 and number 14 on tonight's homework on the quiz.
Okay.
But you might see a problem on there like when I cook a cake, the center of the cake needs to be between 160 and 180 degrees and you make an inequality. 160 is less than x, which is less than 180. So something like that. Cool? And I was just making, I don't know if that's the actual temperature of the cake. I was just trying to get something on it. Guys, girls, if you had questions about your test that you saw, you just had your eyes on it. If there's something like that's kind of bugging you, come find me. I'm here before school. I'm off first period and I'm off fourth period. So my office is West 439A down the hallway. Come see me. Happy to go over it with you, okay? And I'm going to